Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Morning. Happy New Year to you. Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year. We starting off already. I see the Vikings. You know I got on these Lions. Who you got? Who you got? Jefferson,
Nah, JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy, JJ McSizzle. You think he gonna be on the sideline or he gonna be up in the booth? Or he gonna be at home? Where he gonna be?
He might be on the sideline. If he's smart, he'd be on the sideline.
If he was smart, he'd be at home counting his money.
right.
That's about where he gonna be. That's about where it is for him right now.
Right.
Sam Darnold, he about to make a little money.
Yeah.
And they can keep. The good part is JJ can stay the understudy, which is what he should be anyway. I know we in a rush to bring these quarterbacks in as rookies and play them. Some of them have success, some of them haven't. But if you look at the McNair experiment, they brought him along, and when he brought him in, there was no stopping him. So I hope they take that approach with JJ.
Yeah.
I know they did all that last year. We break down third down. When he's on third down, he does this, and this. I'm like, okay. Slow your horses, slow your horses. But hey, if it works, it works. That's what I say. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get it started. We want to say thank you to everybody out there. Don't forget to click like, click share. And the topic of the week comes from the people who watch us, pay attention to us, and vote on the topics. The topic of the week is the Minnesota Vikings versus Detroit Lions. Week 17. Is it 18, 19? Which one is it?
17.
Week 18.
18, yeah.
The 17th game of the season, the 18th game of the 18th week of the season. For all the marbles, flex it to Sunday night. I forgot that there's no more Monday night because everything else is going to be playoffs on ABC.
Good.
So they the last game of the season, just like they did against Green Bay, 2 seasons ago. And that crazy love fest between Aaron Rodgers and what's the name walking off the field. So home field, they're going to be playing for all the marbles. First place in the North, home field advantage throughout the in the NFC playoffs. The bye, if not, 5th place on the road, possibly going to Tampa. What's your thoughts, sir?
They gonna lose, man. Look, man. I don't know how many times I can tell y'all this loving stuff community. I just don't know. I don't know. But what? It's over, man. He's going to have to coach, right? He's good for making that play to where y'all gonna say, why did he do that? And that's gonna be the play. That's gonna cost y'all the game. What's gonna put y'all on the road? You're gonna have to go to Tampa. Now, do you have
or LA?
Oh, if you go to LA, it's over for real. But if you go to your best bet is to go to Tampa. Because it's still warm weather, whatever. The SoFi Dome, you're indoors, but yeah. Either way it go, man, you out because you don't have a coach. So once again, like me and you both agree, get rid of him now. After this year, just say, hey, look, you know what? Here's an extra Christmas bonus, birthday bonus, whatever. Because look, you're about to lose Aaron. Aaron Glenn is the front runner for the Saints job. Ben Johnson is the front runner for the Chicago Bears job. Mm-hmm. Clean house with everybody. Come in with a whole new thing, man. For real, go get a coach.
Okay. I got a new nickname for Dan. He's still gonna be 3 Magic Beans, but I got a new nickname. You know what it is?
What's that?
Cocaine Dan. Because every time you see him, that nose is red. Indoor, outdoor. That boy nose be red. Cocaine Drain Dan. That's what it looks like.
Send all your complaints to Kamau Williams, care of Sports Talk with Felix and Kamau. I have nothing to do with that.
You know I'm right. I heard him. That nose be red.
Y'all heard him say, I have a new nickname for him. Send all your complaints to Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. I have nothing to do with that.
They'll indoor, outdoor, warm weather, cold weather. That nose be red. I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing? Every time you see him doing this or something, what you doing, man? You doing a bump in between? Is that what it is? Is that why you keep going on 4th down?
Pressure. I guess it's the pressure of trying to be a coach. I don't know. But yeah, part ways now. If you part ways now, you'll thank me later.
I'm not against that, bro. I'm not against that. Dan has done a good job. But it's just when the plays get tight and your behind get tight, you got to make that one play. He seems to be not to make the right decision.
Look
just like last week,
Monday night when I text you, you would have won the game by 12 instead of 6. You'd have kicked them 2 field goals. That's 6. 6 and 6 is 12. I don't know, man. I don't.
He ran the field goal team off there, and Golf convinced him not to do it. I'd be like, no, I got this one. We're gonna learn from this. We're gonna right here in San Francisco. We're gonna go kick this field goal right here like we should.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, they'll learn from that moving forward. But we shall see. Said the blind man to the dead dog, and hopefully, cocaine drain Dan is listening.
Hey man, see, guess I'll be doing this show by myself next week. Suspension.
Only if I'm sick. Other than that, I'll be right back. We'll be right back here together. Talking about the college football playoffs, talking about everything else. But let's do a little bit of a review of the year. Back in August, we did we did our predictions. For some reason, I can't find the West, but I got them in the order. We're gonna start with the South first. The Falcons. This was in alphabetical order. Falcons, Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans, Tampa. You said in this order: Atlanta, Tampa, New Orleans, Carolina. I said Tampa, Carolina, New Orleans, and Atlanta. We both were right with New Orleans. I got Tampa right in first place as of right now, and Carolina is so right now. This is the order: Tampa, Atlanta, New Orleans, Carolina. That can change. That can change today depending on the wins and losses of who does what. Right. But that's where it is right now. We both did a great job with New Orleans in third. I had no idea that Carolina was going to take the slide that they were. The Falcons stepped up and they playing. I didn't think it was going to happen, but hey, that's why they play the game. That's why they play the games.
Absolutely.
I don't remember what we had with the West. I tried to find the show, but it wasn't coming through where I could find it. But right now, in this order, the Rams, Seattle, Arizona, and San Francisco. If I remember correctly, I think we both said San Francisco was going to be in first place.
Right.
But I don't have the data to back it up. In the East, we said, okay, we got in this order. This is the alphabetical order: Dallas, New York, Philadelphia, Washington. You said Philly, Dallas, Giants, and Commanders. I said Dallas, Philly, Giants, and Commanders. We both had the Commanders in fourth place. They're in second place right now. Probably going to be in the playoffs.
All right. Good chance. Yeah, they clinched. They clinched last Sunday.
Let's see. That's right, because they beat what's the name at the last minute. Let's see. I don't think either one. We got all of them wrong. We got them all wrong. Nobody got that division right. The Giants are in fourth place. We thought they would be in third. I said the Cowboys first. I said the Eagles second, and then in first place I said Giants and then Commanders. Right now, this is what they look like. I think this is what it's going to be in and out. Philly, Washington, Dallas, and the Giants. Dabo's probably going to be walked about the building Monday morning, if not tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, I should say, when they finish that game. He probably just going to turn in his keys, his passcode. They're going to change. He ain't going to be able to get in the building. Let's see. And in the NFC North, we have in alphabetical order: Chicago, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota. You said Green Bay, Detroit, the Bears, and the Vikings. I said Detroit, Green Bay, the Bears, and the Vikings. As of right now, we got a tie for first place between the Lions and the Vikings. Green Bay is definitely in third. The Bears are definitely in fourth. As of right now, I got it right with the Lions, but you never gonna know what's gonna happen 27, 28 hours from now, if not more, 36 hours from now.
Vikings.
Let's see. We both had the Vikings in fourth place, and now they tied for first with Sam Darnold. Green Bay. I thought they would be playing better, with when what's the boy got hurt in the very beginning, at the beginning of the season. That put them behind a little bit when they played down in
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love hurt his knee when they were in Rio.
Right.
Morning, Mr. Harris. He said, "Hello, Michigan fans, and go Lions." Sir, of course we gonna say that one.
Yeah, of course, right. How there, au contraire, mon frère. Yeah, okay.
We picked the Super Bowl. You said Kansas City versus the Eagles. I said Kansas City versus the Lions. Our surprise team, you said that Denver was going to be a surprise team, which they've been a pretty good surprise team in the NFC, in the AFC, I should say. And I said Carolina. Carolina bottom out a little bit. We said who gonna fall off the cliff? You said the Lions, and I said Baltimore. We could both be so much wrong. We're very wrong. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Any changes that we want to make to our predictions?
Nah, because the Vikings is going to win the NFC. Look,
Okay.
man, I got a phone call at 12:30. I got to take this phone call at 12:30. I'm going to talk to J.J. McCartney myself, and I got to talk to him, see what's going on. But yeah.
Okay. Now this is a switch. You talking to the Michigan man?
No, he's not a Michigan man. He played for the Vikings. Yeah, he went to Michigan, but not who writes his paychecks?
Okay. Well, somebody still writing a paycheck to him over there.
Yeah.
Whether it's NIL, whether it's collective, whether it's take this handshake.
Dude that used to coach Mumford. That's who writing his checks.
I wonder where he at now. Is he still over there in Belleville?
No, he went to is it Alabama? One of them colleges.
That's right.
left.
That's right. A college did pick him up.
He did. He went to Alabama, or it's one of them. It's either Alabama, South Carolina, somewhere. Yeah, he's on the South. Yeah,
One of the colleges picked him up. I did remember that.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yes, I picked Alabama. Steve Harris, did I pick? Yeah, I picked Alabama.
Yeah, to win the game. That shocked me for Michigan to beat Alabama.
Jalen Milrose is trash. That's just a whole basic boy. It's look. I do feel bad for Mike DeBoer because to become the replacement to the man that was the man, he brought Alabama from nowhere. Nick Saban brought Alabama from nowhere. Now, Alabama wasn't nothing. And look at the national championships. When they showed it, I was like, man, he didn't want. It was like every other year, Alabama won the national. So that's a big shoe to fill for Mike DeBoer. But maybe it's going to help because now Jalen Milrose put his name in. And but he also said, he declared. He declared for the draft.
Yeah, he declared.
But if he bags out, they say he might go to Miami, the University of Miami, because Cam Ward is going.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you this much: if you go to the NFL, then he won't be a quarterback. He'll be a skill position guy because I don't see him putting them. Maybe he'll be the scat back or whatever they call it. I know you say like slash.
Yeah, Cordell Stewart.
What do they run it now?
Wildcat.
The Wildcat. They'll bring him in for some Wildcat. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him.
Well, see, it depends on who get him, right? Because right now the Giants then moved out to the top spot. So I think it's Oakland is the top, or it might be Cleveland. One of them is. So I mean, he would be a good fit for Cleveland, right? Because you don't know the future of Deshaun Watson, and you really don't. You're not going with famous Jameis another year, right?
No, Jameis he's a backup. He understands his role, and he's not. And they took him out of that spot. They got the third string guy playing this week.
Oh, okay. But see what I'm saying? It all depends on where he lands. If he goes to Oakland, is that a good fit?
I don't know. I don't see him as a projected professional quarterback. I know that they run that 7-on-7 offense in the league now, but I don't know. His decision making, he'll tuck that ball on and try and run instead of getting rid of that pass. And you don't have time in the NFL. When they say 2.3 or 1.5, that's what they mean. JJ Watt is on your neck.
Mel Kiper has him number 3 on this big board. But like I tell people, Mel Kiper doesn't make draft picks. That's what he told Tim Tebow. And where's Tim Tebow at? Right. And where's Tim Tebow at? Exactly. He told Tim Tebow the same thing. So Todd McShay and Mel Kiper don't make draft picks.
Mel Kiper smoking that stuff if he got Jalen Milroe at number.
He got Jalen Milroe's number 3 on his board. He number 3 to possibly. But then who's the quarterbacks that's coming out though? Really? Okay, my man, the quarterback from Georgia, he declared. Carson Beck. Well, I mean, what you gonna really do with that? We don't know what Howard gonna do from Ohio State. We don't know what the quarterback from Notre Dame gonna do. The quarterback from Michigan, he transferred, but he played in the bowl game. Jalen Milroe, he might be the best. Or the quarterback from Ole Miss, the Dart kid. That's about that I can see.
Yeah, you're right. It is a down year for top name quarterbacks. That's very true.
So I can see him being number 3. Because who's the okay? Shador probably in front of him, right. And then who else? And who would be the other one? The one from Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
So that's about right.
Yeah. Okay, this would be for anybody who drafted him. This is for anybody who drafted him. How about that?
Yeah.
For those who know, this is a paper straw. This is not a real doobie. I don't smoke the doobies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have plenty of time for smoking doobies when you're living in a van down by the river. Say, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to live in a van down by the river. You'll have plenty of time for living in a van down by the river when you're living in a van down by the river.
That's right. Well, we had a great week of college football. Let's see here. I forgot to put the topics up there. All right, and then we're gonna go. Then we did the recap already. So now we are down to college football, and in college football we had a great bowl games. We're gonna concentrate more so on the Final Four: Texas versus A&M. No. Ohio State jumped on Oregon. Notre Dame jumped on Georgia. That game, the score was close, but Georgia didn't play nowhere near that score. And I know that they complaining about them running the people on the field. He's right. You're not supposed to be able to do that, whether it's a punt situation or not. But I think why they got away with it because they never went in the huddle.
Okay.
Once you get in the huddle, you cannot run people off the field. But they went straight.
Kirby. Well, he was already pissed from when the ref was running down the sideline and ran into the player. He told everybody, back the F up. Yeah. But that's coaching, man. That's coaching.
I told you my story about the get back coach. As soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, the get back coach is going to get cussed out. That kid going to get the blame, but that coach is going to get more of the blame. The get back coaches, that's your job. It's 2 to 3 coaches on the sideline who grad assistants who are lower level coaches. It's your job to keep everybody back. I can tell you, I still have nightmares being the get back coach. When I coached JV on Friday night, that was my responsibility to keep them boys back. And I don't blame them. I want to get in the game. I want to see the game. And you got to look over the top of people and you want to get up as close as possible to the action. And you trying to, breathe down the coach's neck so you get in the game. But the kid who did it wasn't even dressed.
Yeah, he wasn't even dressed. Yeah, that's the hurting part. He wasn't even dressed, right?
If I was that kid, I would have went back I would literally sat on the bench the rest of the game and watched the game from the screen. I'd have been so far away. I might even walk to the locker room.
Right.
It's really no excuse for that. It's really not. Right. I know you get excited in the heat of the moment, and I probably would have, I'd have been close to Woody Hayes. I'd have been close to Woody Hayes. That'd have been me. He probably would have got a nice little uppercut when nobody looking. But
Hayes, he choked that one player. That was the end of Brody Hayes. Right there.
Yeah, when he grabbed that kid by the face, yeah. Oh yeah. So that I'd have been close to me. Before we go any further, we want to send prayers out to the people in New Orleans. The tragedy down there, the people that were killed on New Year's, the gentleman that drove through there and hurt the people and killed the people. Hope he gets what he has coming to him, and prayers out to the family. I know that they've been concentrating on the one young lady who snuck away from home to go down to New Orleans. One of mama told her she can't go. But that's a tragedy, and I hope everything works out for all the families. And the guy who thought it was cool to do that, it's a special spot for you in Hades, and it's a special spot for you in the jail. They're going to have to put that boy in protective custody because he gonna be in trouble. He's gonna be in a whole lot of trouble.
I thought he was killed.
Oh, he was killed?
Yeah, he was killed in the firefight. I guess he shot back at him. Yeah, he was killed.
Oh, so he did this on purpose. He wanted to go out. He wanted to make sure he took some people with him. Okay. Well, either way, it's still a special spot for him down in Hades, waiting on him already. So that's just a shame. And also in the game, Texas versus Arizona State, Scatterbo went out and got the MVP, even though his team lost the game. He really shouldn't have been playing in that fourth quarter, third and fourth quarter, because he clearly had a concussion. You don't come to the sideline and puke up your guts. That's concussion. That's automatic concussion. They should have never let him back in the game. I know he had the heart of a warrior, but that when you throw up on the field in two situations. In the beginning of the season when you're not in shape, and in the middle of a game when you are in shape, when you got a concussion. That never should have happened. He never should have went back out there. But he played well. He got about 175 yards rushing or so and threw the touchdown. He single-handedly kept him in the game, and it was a great game. And who did Penn State play?
Penn State played Boise State.
Played Boise State, yeah. Genty couldn't do much. It was pretty obvious that Mountain West Conference doesn't play anybody. You know, when you play against somebody who plays against top 10, top 15 talent and AP poll every week, that's what's going to happen, and that's exactly what happened to them. Genty's a good player, but he's a little light and behind. He gonna need to put a little weight on. He'll need to get in the weight room a little bit for him to make it to the next level. He can be a change of pace back, like the guy who was with Dallas last year, I think he's with St. Louis. Well, not St. Louis, with the Titans now. I can't think of his name. Running back. I think he can get that kind of run in the NFL, but I don't see him as being an every down back in the NFL. Let's see. This week on the 9th, in 5 days, we got Notre Dame and Penn State. Notre Dame and Penn State, and on the next day we got Texas and Ohio State. Believe it or not, the commissioner for the SEC asked for them to swap the times. Let Texas play on the 9th against Ohio State, and let Notre Dame play against Penn State on the 10th. And not because he was looking for an advantage for Texas, but because he wanted to give a little bit more time for Notre Dame, seeing as that they played, their game was pushed back a day, and they didn't grant it, of course. But I thought that was pretty cool that they actually, the SEC commissioner would even speak up like that. If anything, maybe he's trying to slow down Ohio State. Maybe he's thinking that if they can play one day less, he can slow them down. But that's going to be a great game. One's the Cotton Bowl and one is in I want to say Arizona. They're going back to Arizona.
I thought it was the Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl?
I thought so.
I'm looking forward to that. So we got, was it Thursday, Friday?
Thursday, Friday
up, and then the championship game is on the 20th. Yeah. So of course we're gonna put those in for our predictions at the end, and our predictions are looking good. We're gonna start the predictions over next season, but we went even last week, so Felix still has a 4-game lead going into this weekend. All right. Don't forget to click like, click share. Where's my book at? Where's my book?
Yeah.
Where's my book? See, that's what happens when you put stuff in front of yourself ahead of time, and then when you go to try and find it, it'll be gone. Don't forget to like, click share, and get the book Gratefulness Journey Every Day by one Mr. Marcus Holmes. Mr. Marcus Holmes, he has a great presence on TikTok. He will show you how to get a job. What are you gonna do? You just come here. Let me tell you what he's gonna do. You lean in. He's gonna tell you how to ask the right questions. He's gonna tell you how to negotiate your salary. He's gonna tell you how to get your resume together. What you gotta do? You gotta give that man a jingle. Get in the DM. Say, hey, what can I do? He's gonna give you an assessment and show you how to get that job. don't forget also to let people know that Kamau and Felix is back on these internets, and they talking sports, and we having a good time. Getting ready for the Lions. The Detroit Lions versus the Vikings tomorrow night. 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. NBC football night in America. And I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a great, great game. That's right, Stephen Harris. Big Ten is better than SEC. Big Ten went 4-1 against the SEC. We almost had a fight in one game. We had Illinois about to fight. Was about to fight the South Carolina's coach. They was yucking it up in the beginning of the game. They was good friends. And all of a sudden they was ready to fight. That was funny. They had to hold the coach back. What's that Carolina's coach name? Beamer Jr. was ready to fight the coach. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't even catch it. I didn't catch it.
That was funny. That was hilarious. Is the best word I got for it. There was a player that was injured, and the coach went out to check on him, and the coach for Illinois went over to South Carolina's team and said something, made some kind of gesture for substitution, and Beamer went off, boy. He run, and at the end of the game, he's talking about how he's never seen that ever in his life, and he for a coach he had a lot of respect for. He can't believe he did that, but hey. I think it was just, sometimes you got to, the mental game is just as important as physical. The minute he got in his head, that was a big difference right there in the game. Allowed Illinois to get to the victory. So, that was when your mind processing something else as opposed to what's really going on in the game, you win. I always say most games are won and lost and warm-ups and then the layup line. You got a team come out the locker room with the music on. Bring them out. And everybody laying it up. Oh, yeah. And before the referees getting out there, they dunking. Yeah. And you come out there, your little team just laying it up. You scared. And y'all get blew out by 30. That's what happened on the line. You see the teams come out on the football field. They on the bus, and you in your locker room, and you see them big guys come off the bus. They send the lineman out there first. They send the big lineman out there wilding. And all of a sudden, you got your little lineman, 165 pounds. They just moved up from JV. Next you know, you scared because you got these big old 300-pound boys. Next you know, you down 28-0 in the first quarter. Games are won and lost mentally more so than physically, and you would ever see in the league. Well, who was it that said that? Notre Dame. Who was the middle linebacker? He said that when they played against Alabama, they was feeling good. They was going out. They was getting ready to go out to play the national championship game, and they come run out the locker room. They was like womp 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 womp, and everybody on Notre Dame was like,
"Yeah, man, tail."
They said everybody was first. They was all hyped, standing there letting Alabama go past, and as you know, they said Nick Saban looked back at him, then just kind of had that look on his face. And what's the tackle that played for San Francisco that always beating people up? He'll grab you and throw you on the ground. He don't mind paying that fine.
You got me there.
77, 78, something like that. He said that he led them out the locker room. Womp womp. Everybody just womp womp. They were scared. Notre Dame, they said they was everybody after that.
But it's a new era now. You got Marcus Freeman back there, former Buckeye. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's why I say what I'm gonna say when the predictions come.
Okay.
Former Buckeye.
Okay.
I know things.
Okay, all right. We got about 30 minutes. We're gonna be right there. Did you know we've been going over almost 30 minutes the last couple shows?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Run off at the mouth. All right. We're gonna move on to NBA and college hoops, and we're gonna talk about the Pistons are 16-18 since our last time we were here. 2-1 since last week. They're still in ninth place, ready to play in the play-in game. 14 games behind the Cavs. Bad news: we had some injury. Jaden Ivey broke his leg. He'll be out for the rest of the season, and they're hoping it's not a career-threatening injury. I feel bad for the kid because I always did like the boy. You know, he's a real Detroit product. You know, even though he may not have grown up directly in Detroit, born in Detroit, mama played for the Shock. Mama down the road in Notre Dame, And so he was finally starting to get a chance to come out of the shell and show what he could do. And he got hurt. I did say last week that the two of them weren't going to be together, him and Cade, that one of them was going to leave. I didn't want it to be like that. Right. I was hoping that somebody would sign a contract and go somewhere, namely Cade. But we gonna see what happens. We gonna see. Prayers out to that young man. But the Pistons are doing a lot better than where they were last year. They hadn't won 14 games all year, so they're gonna be at 16 right now. I can't call it a minor miracle. They basically doing what they should have been doing to begin with.
Right.
What's your thoughts on your hometown team?
Man, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on Mr. Cunningham because who is your who is your go-to partner? You know what I'm saying? You gonna go to Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris? Yeah, you gonna miss Jay Knight. If it was me, I would put Marcus Sasser there. Okay. If it was me, because he can go get his own shot. He quick, first step. That's what I would do to go along with Cunningham. So JB Bickerstaff, if you're listening, that's what I would start with. I would go Jaden. I would go Cade Cunningham and Marcus Sasser.
Okay.
And let it play out. They last night they beat the Hornets, but the Hornets is a dumpster fire. But a win is a win, right? But that's what I would do. I would go with Marcus Sasser.
I was hoping that we would get what's the name from Detroit to come back and play for us. I'm sorry, my light that failed. I'm trying to get my light to act like it got some sense to stay up on me. So,
ew.
What's the boy that went to Michigan State that played for Charlotte? He was
talking about the Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges until he got in trouble with the little fisticuffs with his friend, his lady friend. He was supposed to come to Detroit, but some things sometimes things just work out for what it's supposed to work out. He's still there. He's still doing well. Right. And sometimes it's not always good to come back home. You come back home, you find more trouble at home than you do away. Go ahead and stay away from home and go and do what you're supposed to do there, as opposed to coming back to the city where you're familiar. Familiarity breeds contempt. So go stay where it's unfamiliar to you and do your best. That's what I would say. All right, looking at the college rankings, we are getting back into the conference season. We got number 1, Tennessee, the AP poll, Tennessee, Auburn, Iowa State. Excuse me. Iowa State is doing well. Second year in a row. Duke, Alabama, Florida, Kansas, Marquette, Oregon, Kentucky, UConn, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Houston, UCLA, Cincinnati, Mississippi State, Michigan State, Gonzaga, Purdue, Memphis, Illinois, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Baylor. Michigan State is back in the AP Top 25 after not being there to begin the season for the first time in many, 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 many years. In the coaches poll, we got Tennessee, Auburn, Iowa State, Duke, Florida, Alabama, Kansas, Marquette, Oregon, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Texas A&M, UConn, Michigan State, Mississippi State, Cincinnati, UCLA, Gonzaga, Illinois, Baylor, Purdue, Ole Miss, Maryland, and Memphis. My question is, how is it that Marquette stay in the top 25 consistently? They may have a quote unquote down year. I know that they say Milwaukee, that's the only thing in town. The Bucks, they don't have no, it's the Bucks and it's Marquette. How do you recruit those kids there? I don't get it. I've never understood that. Marquette over time historically has been good.
Dwayne Wade.
Even before Dwayne Wade.
Well, before Dwayne Wade, you had Steve Nojek.
I don't know what their secret is. Maybe they was running some NIL before the NIL. I don't know.
Nah, that's a good thing about it. That's a good guy to have sitting in your living room to get you to come to Marquette. Yeah. Dwayne Wade almost took them, or did he take them? Yeah, Dwayne Wade took them to the Final Four that year. Yeah. No, the Final 8, because they lost to Kansas. They lost to Kansas. But that tournament run put him on the map. Didn't nobody know who Dwayne Wade was?
That's true. Marquette, they do it well, and just that's I know that Gonzaga They're in the top 25 again, 19-19, as usual. Houston, I want to see them prove it. To me, this is a prove year for Houston. They've been there for the last 3, 4, 5 years, but you got to win something. They won their conference. That's another look at the fact that conference they're in is very strong. When you're beating up on them,
Big
just
12
like
is pretty nice.
Say it again.
Yeah, the Big 12 is pretty nice now.
Houston playing the Big 12.
Yes, they're playing the Big 12. You got West Virginia, you got Baylor, you got Kansas, you got Texas. Yeah, the Big 12 is there. Yeah, it's not a
Texas in SEC now. Well, they were. Okay. Duke is still there. Iowa State's playing well again. It's a good year for college basketball. When they don't have any stars, so you can't say any. You outside of a few guys, you really don't have any names. On the girls' side, you can name 20, 25 of them, and they all doing well. These teams.
Well, I mean, that's because, okay, with the women, the excitement is there, right? It's the format. That's why you got 2 weeks ago last year, the big game was SC against UConn at UConn. Paige Becker's against old girl. So that as far as on the men's side, it was all Cooper Flag. That's all you heard. You heard nobody else. So until somebody else steps into that limelight, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is a brotherhood, right? And as opposed to women, it's a sisterhood. But it's so many sisters to where in the men's, that's all you heard was Cooper Flag. You heard nobody else. But as the season goes on, names will emerge, right? Yep. You're going to hear something like they started to talk about the two guys at Michigan, even though they're not ranked. I got a chance to check them out. I was like, oh, okay.
They're not ranked?
No, they're not ranked. No. Dusty May does not have.
It should be.
How you figure that?
Let's see. Are they getting? They both got votes. They both receive votes in the coaches in the AP poll.
Votes. That's where they need to be. They're not good. The games I've seen, no, they're not good. Dusty May is go bring Jawan back, man. Like I told you. Because it's no slight to him. No slight to him at all. None. Jawan Howard is going to go to Cass Tech. He's going to go to Martin Luther King. He's going to go to Denby. He's going to go to Mumford. Dusty May not going to none of them schools.
No, you don't have to.
Dusty May going to go to Royal Oak De Niro, Birmingham Groves,
Country
Southfield A&T, Oak Park. That's the closest he's going to get to Detroit.
No. He's going to go to Country Day. He probably won't even go to Warren. He's going to go to Country Day. He's going to go to, what's the one out there, the blue and gold in Oakland County?
Clarkston.
He's going to go there. Clarkston.
That's where Dane Fife came. Dane and Dugan Fife.
Yep.
Dugan Filth.
The father's still there. I think the father's still there. He the coach out there.
He's been coaching for some years then.
Yeah, he did. And we scrimmaged them when I was coaching at Denby. And when I tell you they come in organized, boy, they come in organized. This was a pseudo summer league game. And they came in with their bags and everything. It was 20 of them. They walked in the line. I was like, look at this. Talking about some organization. We was like, this ain't no regular season game. But they came in ready to play. And they play it's their classic here. Where that? We right there. You gonna jump? Okay, we gonna step through, classic fundamental basketball. And that's how they play. They win a lot of bad games. And they make the free throws. That's how they win. They make them free throws down the line. So you can't help but be envious of that because that's how they win a lot of their games. And he gonna win 20 games a year. He gonna win his district. He gonna make a run to the regional every year. So shout out to Coach Fife over at Clarkson. All right, where we at? We gonna move on to hockey. We got a little hockey. We gonna see here. Let me fix this real quick. Let me take this baseball out because we're not going to talk baseball this week. Hockey.
I cannot wait till that starts back up, neither. Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Red Wings. They are 16, 18, and 4. They've won their last 3-1 since they got the new coach. They have 36 points now. They're sixth place, 60 points behind the Leafs. They're still a good ways away from making any kind of a playoff run. They good ways away. So,
Yeah.
but they're playing. You know, you getting what you expect. You're getting a bump from getting a new coach. 3-1 in the last 4. Let's see what he's gonna do over 10, and then we'll see what he's gonna do over 15 and over 20. And as they make a stretch, let's see here. They played 38 games so far this season, and the season's 82. So you haven't gotten to the All-Star break yet. You haven't gotten to halfway point of the season. So it's still a chance. It's still a chance. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be a good chance, but you still got a chance. You still got a chance to make a run at it. Right. I see you over there quiet, like, okay, whatever.
No, not at all. I'm just saying. I mean, this is Steve's last go. You done fired 3 coaches in your tenure, and eventually it's gonna get pointed to you. So, I like I told you, I'm a fan. The jersey, all that. I got Red Wings jerseys. Like, you didn't see the apparel. I'm just saying, this is it. You usually the GM only makes 2 hires. You got 3. This is it. Because if this don't pan out, it's you. It's you, Steve.
Yep. I got to go back real quick. You're right. Thank you, Manny. Juju Watkins did go off against UConn. What did she say? She said at the press conference, first quarter, I just see what the defense, what they was trying to do against me. Quarters 2, 3, and 4, barbecue chicken. She said it was barbecue chicken. That's all it was moving forward. And that's what she went off against UConn. Todd McClellan making a difference. I would say, as of right now, yes. If that's your standard, the standard at the end of the day is winning games. He's 3-1 in his first 4, 3 in a row. That's what he's there to do. He's there to win. So we're gonna see long term. We're gonna see.
That's the thing, long term, right?
What is it gonna look like in March and April? We're gonna see what it look like then once they when the rubber hits the road, when the ice starts to melt, and you gotta put a little extra coldness in the arena just to keep the ice going. So we got to see what's gonna happen then. All right, let's see here. Women's college basketball. Let's see here. The rankings we got. UCLA, still the only undefeated team left. South Carolina, Notre Dame, USC, Texas, LSU, UConn, Maryland, Oklahoma, Ohio State, TCU, Kansas State, Georgia Tech, Duke, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, West Virginia, Alabama, California, Michigan State, North Carolina State, Iowa, Michigan, and Ole Miss. That's the AP on the coaches poll side. We got UCLA, South Carolina, Notre Dame, LSU, USC, Texas, Maryland, UConn, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Kansas State, TCU, Tennessee, Georgia Tech, Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina. Notre Dame is much higher. West Virginia, NC State, Alabama, Michigan State, Iowa, California, Baylor, and Ole Miss. What stuck out to me, 22 and 23, Iowa. They still up there. They still doing something all right without Caitlin Clark. So I owed them an apology. I said I wasn't going to see Iowa no more this season. They doing all right.
You're not. Wait till you get to the thick about February, March. You're not.
So when they get to the Big Ten tournament, they're going to be gone.
Yeah. There'll be other receiving votes.
That's about true. Right there. Let's see. South Carolina. I know they lost that one game to South. They lost to UCLA, right?
UCLA.
They lost to UCLA. Where they playing right now? I don't see no. They may lose one more game, but they should win it all. They look good.
Yeah, they should win it all. Yeah, it was a fifth.
2 different things. I know that UCLA looking good right now. They got they play team ball. They playing team ball.
Correct.
South Carolina, they looking nasty right now. If you also look, you got Texas played against Oklahoma the other night. They was ready to fight. They out there playing. They out there ready to fight like it's high school over a jump ball. And the old girl had to put her hands behind her back because she's about to put her hands on her, and she walked away. So this is, the tension's a little high on the girls' side. I like to see it. They out there playing good. So I counted 6 teams in the Big Ten in the top 25. That's just as strong league as it was for volleyball. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. The Big Ten ladies, they're doing what they're supposed to do. You add 4 teams, and those 4 teams are coming in contributing. The teams that are already there, like, hey, I'm not gonna let no freshman come take my spot, and they keep staying in the deal as well.
Right.
So go Big Ten, and same thing for the SEC. Texas coming in, Texas and who else was it? Texas and what 2 teams in LSU? Texas and LSU joined the SEC, and both of them are doing well back to back, 5 and 6, and 6 and 4 and 6. They got LSU higher on the coaches poll, so they doing their job, and the SEC is doing their job as well. They got a good number of teams in the top 25. So, hey, this integration that they doing across the country with these teams joining the leagues, it's a lot of complaints going on, but hey, that's what those private plans are for. And that's what those donors are giving that money for. And when you got good companies like Delta who can put your itinerary together to get to travel and get the teams where they need to be, why not do it? Why not do it? Yeah. Especially they getting all that TV money nowadays. And speaking of who not going to be getting that TV money, who won't be getting that TV money coming up soon is the NBA. Those numbers are so now it's ridiculous. But that's how it is. We're gonna take a quick pause for the calls. Let me jump over here real quick and find the thing for Stoopid Sports News. We're gonna be right back. Where we at? Where is it? It is here we go. Give me just a sec. We'll be right back. I got but one thing this week. One thing for Stoopid Sports News. Jimmy, Emo, Jimmy, any other nickname you want to give him, Jimmy Butler say, I got to get up out of here. We not winning down here in Miami. Pat Riley said, oh, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to be right here. So he started missing shots on purpose. Stop playing defense. Stop doing what he's supposed to do. Going 9 for 30 and missing easy bunnies. So Pat Riley said, oh, you clowning, huh? Let me take some money out your pocket. 7 games. We going to suspension for 7 games. And we going to listen to some offers. That's code for you ain't going nowhere. We going to sit behind down. You going to take your money and you going to do what I said you're going to do. But this has been brewing for a while. This has been brewing for a while since last season when Jimmy was talking junk and Pat Riley pretty much told him to shut up. When he said if I was there, y'all wouldn't have got there. That's what he said. You know, if I was playing, we wouldn't have lost. And Pat Riley was like, you can't talk junk. You got to be there to talk junk. And after that, I think Jimmy got his feelings, and he's been kind of dead set on making a point that y'all need me. My thing is, you get them how you lose them. You lose them how you get them. This is the same thing he did in Minnesota. How you think he got out of Minnesota to get to Miami? You think he wasn't going to be the jilted girlfriend again?
But he just said, he's saying he's not happy. He's saying he's not happy playing ball. So if he's not happy, part ways with him. Suspending him ain't that ideal. Pat Riley had the same problem with Shaq when Shaq was there. It's Pat Riley way or it's no way. Yes, you're a proven champion. Yes, you're a Hall of Fame coach. You probably go down as a Hall of Fame GM. Understood, but everything doesn't have to go your way. The dude don't want to be there. They probably don't want him there. Part ways with him. Let him go be a headache to somebody else.
I like the Pat Riley way. Here's why. You're not gonna tell me what to do with my money and my team. The owner, I'm a part owner over here. He gives me carte blanche to do what I want to do. I've brought 2-3 championships down here. You ain't won nothing. Who are you gonna tell me? Who are you to tell me what to do with my team? So go on, sit down. And when you come back, you're gonna sit some more. I mean, that's all right. I'll find somebody else. I'm gonna decrease your value before I let you go. They still got to pay you, but we're going to decrease your value. I think honestly, I've said that a long time ago. Back when people like T.O. used to hold teams hostages at home, having a press conference in the driveway, doing sit-ups. Oh, okay. No. We gonna keep you right here. We gonna keep you right on the team. We gonna dress you out, and you not gonna play. That's me. Call me petty if you want to, but that's what I had to do. That's what I do. I get it. I get it, Pat Riley. He ain't won nothing. You ain't won no national championship in college. You might have won a state championship. You ain't won no scoring championship, no defensive player of the year. You may be the best player on this team. I get it. You play off Jimmy. You show up in the playoffs, but you ain't won nothing. I stress ain't won nothing. But that's all we got for Stoopid Sports News. Steven is back. Prediction: Michigan football Big Ten champs next year. I'm not saying that wouldn't happen. After this year, them going 8-5, where they started off, you know.
He is a diehard Michigan fan, boy. I swear, he's a diehard Michigan fan. You went 8-5, and now you're gonna say they're gonna go 14-0 next year? Lord have mercy. Based on what?
If I'm making a prediction right now, I'm saying Ohio State. They got that receiver coming back. He can't go to the league.
Based on what? You went 8-5, and you gonna turn around and go 14-0? Or okay, I give you the benefit of the doubt. You can go 13-2. Based on what? Because you got my man to decommit from LSU. He don't play defense, Steve. Your running back Mullins ain't coming back. He opted out. He declared for the draft. You lost Mason. He declared for the draft. Will Johnson. He declared for the draft. Orgy transferred. What? Oh my God, 15-0. Okay, you can turn that around and make it 0-15. The fairy tale is over.
I love it. I love it when Steve come over here and Greg.
I love it too because that makes me. I can't wait for spring ball. And now what you think? My man gonna be the future from Mullins, the little running back y'all had. You played Alabama.
23 looked like Jamie Morris out there.
It stinks.
23 was playing like Jamie Morris out there.
I'm like, this is what y'all hyped about him. Oh my God. I thought it was gonna be a parade down Woodward or something. Man, get out of here. Okay, here's one even better than that. Who gonna catch the ball? Right. Come around. Go see if McBoom will come back. Remember him, McBoom, every time they put it in, they run it in and around.
Lovely, he declared. Lovely declared for the draft.
That's what I'm saying. So who you gonna throw the ball to?
They gonna do like in what's that movie where you gonna pass the ball to himself and shoot the jump shot? What's that movie?
Above the rim.
Above the rim. They tried to do that in the game on last week when he got called for the double pass when he knocked the ball back into his hand. He threw it again.
That's great.
They did sign a running back from Alabama. They did. I get it. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump into these predictions. We're gonna last week we both were even right now. Felix is 104-60. I'm 164. And as we go, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna start with Texas versus Ohio State.
Give me Scarlet and Red. OSU 27-14.
Quick story. Did you know that Sarkisian and his wife was getting divorced?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I gotta send you this video from Instagram where, because if you notice, she in the back of every interview. When they interviewing him, she in the background like this.
Wow.
You got to see it. It's funny. Wow. It is too funny. I got to find it. So, but I'm gonna go with Ohio State. They playing well right now. This is what they're built for. They're built for this time of year. They're built for this time of year for the speed and the go against teams. And I'm gonna go 28-21. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna go into the fourth quarter. All right, we got Notre Dame versus Penn State.
Yeah, man, Notre Dame, 34-17. The ferry ride is over.
Say the score again.
34-17. The ferry ride is over. Gotta get home. Get the glass slipper home. It's over.
Well, I like Penn State. And here's why. They got a little bit more offense. Not much. Notre Dame don't have a lot of offense.
It doesn't matter. You got a goofball on the sideline, man.
And that's why.
That's it. Him and Dan Campbell should be roommates.
Who?
2 goofballs.
Marcus?
No.
Or
Dan Campbell and the coach from Penn State. They should be roommates.
I can see that.
They should share a dorm room together.
I can see that, but I'm gonna go with Penn State on this one, only because they got a little bit more offense, not because Notre Dame is not a good team. What you saw when playing against Georgia, they weren't able to move the ball consistently. The only reason they scored because they got that ball so close in to the after that turnover. So I'm gonna go Penn State, 28-12.
Okie dokie.
All right, going to the NFL, Washington versus Dallas.
Let me see. Give me Dallas. Give me Dallas 21-17.
I'm going with the Commanders. I'm going with the Commanders, and I'm going 35-7. Tampa Bay, New Orleans, down in the Big Easy.
Give me Tampa Bay, 17-13.
I like Tampa Bay too. I'm going Tampa Bay, 24-10. All right, give me Atlanta, Carolina.
Give me Atlanta, ATL, 24-17.
I'm going to go with Atlanta as well. I'm going to go 24-14. Denver, Kansas City.
KC, man. Let me see. KC, 17-13.
Kansas City because it's home. I don't think Mahomes is going to play outside the second quarter. For that reason, and they already wrapped up the number 1 seed. They're going to play a couple series. I'm going to change that. I'm going to go with Denver. I'm probably going to regret that, but I'm going with Denver. 27-17. Mahomes is too powerful to lose games, so that's why I'm saying that. But I don't think he's going to play much. Miami and the Jets.
Give me the Jets. 24-21. Aaron last hurrah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Miami as well because Tua's not playing. They're not playing Tua in this game. I'm gonna go with the Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna go 17-13. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh.
Oh, give me Joe Cool. Give me Cincy, 23-20.
I'm going with
full game winning streak.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin, this is gonna be a Mike Tomlin masterpiece. 16-13. That's a Mike Tomlin masterpiece right there. And last but not least, we got the Lions and the Vikings. Sunday night football. Football night in America.
Vikings 28-25.
28-25 for Vikings, you say?
Yes, sir.
Woo. This is going to be one of them old school rock'em sock'em football games. This is going to be Spacey Sprockets sneaking onto the football game and leaving the picture of himself. So when Mr. Sprocket call, he going to see a picture of himself and he going to start later than I thought. So it's one of them rock'em sock'em games. I like Detroit. Got to go with my Lions. And I think they're gonna run away with it late. 35-21 Lions. 35-21. All right. Today I'm gonna put up a you pick 'em. We'll put up a you pick 'em, everybody, to see who's going to win this game. Who's ever the closest to score without going over. We picked the winner. We're gonna have a prize for you. I still got to take care of Tanae and Bishner from the last one we did. Don't forget, this next week we have Love and Stuff. I think it's gonna be back at its regular scheduled time at 8:30 Eastern. Good Reverend Dr. Valencia Adler with Dr. V. She's been doing Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Be on the look on that on YouTube. And hopefully in this new year we can get Brother Williams back. And we just want to thank you again. We'll be back in 7 days, January 11th. Same times, same bat time, same bat channel. YouTube, Twitter, Twix, LinkedIn, and of course Facebook. And we're gonna be back. Thank you again, sir, for another great show. We just go be safe. And we got a milestone coming up. We got a milestone coming up for the brother. Coming up next week. So we're gonna find a good way to celebrate this young man. Got some surprises for you. All right, everybody. Thank you once again. Coming out, Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. Be safe, everybody, and see you all next week.